friends, it's Elizabeth here of Earl Grey Crochet, and this is my May monthly update. Not much to show you today. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one because I've been mostly spending my time on just one or two things this past month. It's been an interesting few weeks. Not to get all personal, but I think it's important to talk about. Maybe almost 2 months ago now, I went to see my doctor to talk a bit about some anxiety and depression I was dealing with, which maybe you've picked up at various times in some of my videos, maybe especially last winter, like June, July, August. But yeah, she started me on some medication and referred me to a psychologist, and the medication was really helping. The first couple of weeks were pretty rough. I was very exhausted, having quite a bit of feeling nauseous, but yeah, by the 4-week mark of taking the medication, I was feeling a lot better. So I've been doing a lot better, which has been excellent. So I just want to say I'd highly recommend anyone who's feeling like they're struggling with depression or anxiety, go see your doctor. I think I put it off for quite a while because I didn't think for me it was that bad, but it is amazing how much difference the medication makes, and how good it feels to feel like I'm doing well. So that's nice. So May is the best month of the year, obviously. It's my birthday on Tuesday. Today is Sunday the 5th of May, and it's my birthday on Tuesday, so that's exciting. Like I said, not much to show you today, except this is really exciting. So I wanted to finish this, my blurred line sweater, which I started almost a year ago now. I wanted to finish it before I started another project, which is what I've been spending most of the past month working on. So here's my blurred line sweater. This pattern is by Deanne of Addie Day Designs. It's crochet, and I love it because it uses half double crochet, but what's on the outside is the back of the stitch, which I think is a really cool look. So this is the inside, which is the front of the half double crochet. And this is the outside. So there we go. It's maybe a little bit tighter around here than I would have liked, but I blocked it and that really helped quite a bit. It was much tighter before. There's a bit of room in there, which is nice. I think my gauge was much looser up here, and then I kind of got around here. Let's not look at my boobs too much. I got to that point, and I think my gauge tightened up a bit. I already started with probably a slightly tighter gauge than is recommended, but then it got even tighter. And then when I did the sleeves, because I did the sleeves mostly this year, whereas I did the rest of it last year, my gauge this year was a bit looser again, but I think it worked out quite okay. So I bought this yarn last year at a Celebration of Wool, which is in Canberra, a yarn festival in Canberra. Well, so they have markets there every weekend, I think. But then there's one in May where they have a wool themed one with there's yarn, and there's also you can buy wool for spinning, which is cool, but I don't need to get into that because I already have way enough yarn. If you can hear that beeping, that's just my washing machine finishing. Because it's Sunday morning, so I'm doing a load of washing while Matt is doing his job at church. I will go to church tonight with him. He goes to all 3 services. So 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and I just go to 1 or 2 of them. Anyway, talking about this, yes. So a Celebration of Wool this year is on the Saturday the 18th of May, which is about 2 weeks from now, and I will be there. We have booked accommodation for the night before, so we're staying there because it's a little bit of a drive. Last year I drove there and back in the same day, which was doable, but not ideal. Quite a bit of driving, plus obviously socializing all day. I didn't mind it too much, but this year Matt's coming with me. That'll be nice. Probably go out for dinner on the Friday night, and then we'll be at a Celebration of Wool on the Saturday. It's very exciting. I have a few projects that I want to get yarn for. Which, yes, last year I was looking for yarn for this project, which worked out well. I still have heaps of this left over actually, which is probably for a few different reasons. So obviously my sleeves aren't full length. In the original pattern, one thing I did really like about the original pattern is that you had the sleeves go to here and then there was a thumb hole, but I had enough of crocheting the sleeves, so, and this is really practical, like it doesn't get that cold here really, and now they're out of the way, and I mean, like, I've got goosebumps, but it's not that cold. So the other reason I maybe didn't use all of the yarn is because, so the pattern is meant to be like kind of a fade as well. So you do one colour here, and then you change, you fade colours about there, whoops, and then you change back to the first colour for this bottom. But, so, Deanna said you need 3 balls of each colour in a fingering weight yarn. So I just bought 6 balls of the one colour, but it's possible that, yeah, it was more like 2.5 balls in the end of each colour, so I needed 5, and yeah, with the sleeves. So I have quite a bit left over. I could almost make another one, not that I would, especially not the same colour. But yeah, I have quite a bit left over, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that, if I'll save it. Well, at the moment I'm saving it for other projects that might happen someday, or I don't know, maybe I can do something else with it, who knows. But yes, Blurred Lines, it's by Deanne, and so yeah, same as like the Blur shawl and the three Springs shawl that I showed last month. Same designer. And so Deanne does live in Canberra. I met her last year. She was with me when I bought this yarn, and I believe she's going to be at a celebration ball again this year, which will be exciting. So I'll probably wear this that day to show her. It's a bit different in person, I guess, than on video if she's watching this. Yeah, so not much to show. First, I've shown you this before. This is my little wrap thing with my Circus Tonic handmade advent calendar. I don't think I've made much progress on this, but I'm really enjoying how this is going. So I've got some little stitch markers there, a little dinosaur with knitting a sweater or jumper, whatever. So I think you can see here where the dinosaur is, how I'm doing the fade. I'm not just striping for a bunch of rows. So I did back and forth of the new colour once there, and then back and forth of the old colour twice. So they're 1, 2. The new colour once, old colour twice, new colour once, old colour once, new colour twice, old colour once, new colour twice, old colour once, and then this I think I did 7 of the new colour, which then up here becomes old colour. So I showed you that one because that's probably the most obvious spot, whereas a lot of the other times you can't even see where the striping is, and that's on the side where it's more obvious. On this other side, because of the way the stitches work up, so it's that same section of striping, but you can barely even see the different colours. So I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, so up here there's a sparkly yarn. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, a little bit. There's a sparkly yarn, and the one I'm using at the moment, anyway, there's a few different ones in there. There's like a single ply and a sparkly yarn and all different sorts. I'm really enjoying this. So if you want to see all the colours I'm using, I put a post on Instagram probably back in early to mid-March. Yeah, so I laid out all the colours I'm using so you can see them. I haven't made like minor changes as I've worked along, just swapped 1 or 2 colours here or there. Yeah, so I'm enjoying that. That, for the most part, has been the project I'll take places with me to knit. So when I go to church, I just take that one and just knit on it. It's pretty easy to just keep going. The rows are easy to count when I'm doing the gradient even. Yeah. The other thing, just quickly to mention, is Matt and I have started playing Minecraft. Sounds a bit funny, but it's called Sky Factory, and I'll be quick about this if you're not interested. But basically, you just start with one block of dirt and a tree. So, video game on the PC, on the computer, and then you build the whole world from there. And so, we have heaps of chickens, and I have a field with maybe like 100 sheep. I don't know how many sheep. I have so many sheep. It's very exciting. And so we have lots of wool. But I don't think you can knit in Minecraft. So, the other thing I have been working on, I've talked about before. So, this is the one I wanted to finish the blurred lines for before I started, because I didn't want to be working on 2 fingering weight jumpers, pullovers, sweaters, whatever you want to call them, at the same time. So I had to finish the blurred line sweater, weave in all the ends. I had it pinned to block before I started this. So this is my So Faded sweater by Andrea Mowry. So I'm up to my 3rd colour of 4, could you believe? Which is crazy. So this is in my Ren and Ollie yarn, which I've shown before. So this top one is Pop Rocks. The second one is Biscotti, which I can't remember her name. The lady who runs Ren and Ollie recommended for me based on the other colours I already had. What are the other 2 called? This one, it might be Teacup, or the 4th one might be Teacup. I'm not sure. Anyway, some lovely purples. You can find out more details on my Instagram if you want to know that, because I do not remember right at this moment, and I didn't write it down. I think I have tags somewhere, but we're not going to look for them. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this. It's got this... I wasn't sure about this section, but I think I really like it. So, with the fade that I did on the wrap thing, I decided to do here as well. So you can see, instead of just alternating the old colour and the new colour for 10 rows, I did, I introduced it slowly. So I did 1 row of the new colour, 2 rows old for a little bit. Then I alternated for a little bit, and then I did 2 rows of the new colour for every 1 row of the old colour for a bit. And I don't know how many rows I've did of each part, but I don't think it matters because, it looks good. So, was kind of tricky to figure out how I was going to do that. So I did helical knitting. So you introduce a new colour and you knit around until you get to the strand of the previous colour, or whatever, the other colour. Say if you're knitting with 2. Yeah, you introduce your new colour, knit around until you get to the first colour, and then you slip the last 3 stitches, and then you start knitting with the first colour and go around until you get back to where you left the second colour. You can also do that with more than 2, which was a bit tricky for me to work out, but it's basically the same. So you just have a spiral with multiple layers. So normal knitting in a round is a spiral. And then if you introduce multiple colours, it's like a DNA double helix, but with sometimes more than 2 parts. I'm going to stop talking about that because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this is on the back, so you can see there. What that did mean is that I had to wind off small balls of yarn, so I could knit with 2 balls of that colour at the same time. But that's alright. And then I'll probably use this when I fade from the 3rd colour to the 4th colour. Yeah. So that's the So Faded sweater. And it's really soft. I love this yarn. And I'm really enjoying this pattern. I didn't think I'd be able to knit a fingering weight sweater. I thought it would drive me nuts because knitting I find much slower than crochet. But the thing is, I think I can do knitting without looking much easier because I just feel where the next stitch is and can just knit into it. Whereas crochet, I more have to look and pay more attention, I feel. Whereas especially now with that sweater, I'm up to just knitting in the round, like stockinette, so it's much more simple because there's no more increases or decreases. There's just the shoulders and then it goes straight down. Oh, I mean, I'm a little bit cool. Yeah, I think that's about all. I have a pretty good hunch I have some yarn arriving in the mail this week from my husband. He definitely bought something from a yarn website for my birthday. I don't know if it's yarn or other tools or we'll see. But apart from that, no stash enhancements. Oh, I did get, my knit crate that I'm still receiving, but yeah, we don't need to talk about that. I got the red yarn, so I'm a bit disappointed, but that's okay. The other one was mint, and I was really hoping for the mint colour rather than red. But it's all good because they generously sent it to me. Anyway, stop talking about knit crate, and yeah, I think that's about it. It's gonna be a short one. Just like 16, 17 minutes. So yeah, if you are nearby, I'd love to see you at a celebration of fall. Just come say hi. I might be a bit awkward, but I'll do my best. Anyway, have a lovely month and yeah, stay crafty in whatever way you enjoy most. Bye.